every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, though I long to be. See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Ellimacs SFX needs your help to get nominated in the Swedish GoldTube Awards. We will put the link in the description, and this is how you do it on the website. We're at guldtuben.se. We select Nominera nu. You can choose to log in via Instagram or Facebook. I was logged in with Facebook already on my computer, so I click log in with Facebook. At the top of the list of nomination fields, you have this year's YouTuber, Årets YouTuber. Simply type in Ellimacs SFX Makeup. Then we pop up and you just click our name there. Bam. Scroll down to the bottom and find the Nominera button right there. And boom, when you click it, you're done. Thanks for your nomination, and thank you so much for helping us to get into the Golden Tube Awards this year. Clicking that little guy means you log out. This tutorial requires intermediate skills and takes about 1 hour to prep and about 2 hours to complete with all those pieces that needs attachment. Good eye-hand coordination is also a plus when you cut out those fiery pieces from the paper. So let's get started and create this amazing Tekka. To create the lava texture pieces, we pour out latex on a plate like this. Then we use a blow dryer to dry the whole thing while creating waves in the latex. And that turns out to dry with textures like this. The drying process takes a while, so be patient. Less latex in the plate makes for faster drying time. When it's dry, we need to paint that black, and we do that with a hairspray color in black. You can of course use regular paint or whatever you have. Make sure you create 2 plates so you have enough texture. Now let's create the flames, and for that we're using a thick piece of paper in red, yellow and orange, and then we paint out flame shapes like this and try to use a fluid hand motion as you draw those lines. With our flame lines in place, we take a pair of scissors and gently cut out the flames. And again, it's important to keep a fluid motion of the hand as you cut. Try to not cut straight lines, but simply move and angle the scissors as you cut it. And you'll get super nice flames, and a whole lot of them. We put the flames to the side and continue with our lava texture latex. Now it's time to create the spirally symbol on the chest of Tekka. Find yourself a nice reference photo and start to draw the spiral at the back of the latex piece. Then we cut that spiral out using a pair of scissors, and we end up with 2 pieces looking like this. Trim off any excess latex. We use all of that leftover latex to create pieces like this. Lava pieces that we put on our face and chest later. Now it's time to apply everything, and we begin with a bald cap. This is a cheapo bald cap, but that's okay, because it's all gonna be covered in paint and flames. First order of business, using masking tape to shape our face. We need to create the very angled, angry eyes of Tekka, and the same with the mouth. On the tape pieces that are going closest to our eyes, we fold away the sticky area to make sure they don't stick into our lashes and eyelids. Looking like a superhero mask now. We continue to create those angled sharp eyes as well as the angry mouth.
to leave room to breathe. We don't attach the tape to our skin, we just leave it hanging there, leaving a lot of space so you can breathe. And just like we did around our eyes, around the mouth, we also fold in that sticky edge to keep the tape from getting attached to our lips. To make sure this tape structure is really solid, we're gonna continue with toilet paper and latex and apply one little layer just like this. Apply latex, some toilet paper, and then additional latex on top. And just go over the whole face, just like this. Let it dry up and you're good to go with the paint job. And of course we are starting out with that orange fiery base. If you have an orange color, use that. Otherwise, mix yellow and red to achieve a nice tone. We are using water-based body paint. Make sure you use something that's okay for your skin. We go over our whole head as well as the top of our chest, but we leave a little area clean just in the center of our chest, because that's where we're gonna create our little LED light spiral. And there it is, the latex pieces, and we draw out the lines there so we know where to put our little LED light spiral. And there we have it, our little LED light ornament thing, and that's a cheaper thing, like $3 in a craft store. And then we just make a little spiral pattern out of it and use skin tape to attach it, just like this. And of course this is a battery powered little LED light, so there is no risk of electrocution or anything like that. Hey, look at that. Pretty little lights, everything working in order. Time to fill out that extra orange there. And it's pretty okay to paint straight over those LED lights as well, because they're gonna shine through that thin little color as well. Then we head back to our lava spirals we created, and we cut them up into small little pieces because we need those little cracks in between all those pieces for our lava to shine through. So cut that spiral up and make sure you keep track of what pieces goes where, and just apply them using skin adhesive or liquid latex. And with the spiral done, we continue with all those little pieces we cut up earlier and cover our whole chest and out on the shoulders. And the shout goes to Lamirna V for her crazy, hardcore, brutal, gory effects and awesome makeups. Go check her out and give her a follow. Switching our focus to the flames on our head, and first we find a place where we want to begin to attach them, like that, and then we simply dip those little ends there in liquid latex or skin adhesive, bend them a little, and attach them straight onto our head there. We place the red flames first because they closest match our orangey base color, and then we layer them back in orange and yellow, sort of fading the flames backwards. With the flames in place, we turn to our black hairspray color again. You can use paint, of course, and we paint the back of our skull there, and we also fade that black into the sides of our head, just like that. We also use the spray down on our shoulders to fade in our latex texture pieces with the back of our shoulder. Then we continue with our latex pieces there, the lava pieces. And this is a piece that is cut out like perforated, like this, with tiny pieces going upwards onto the flames. Yeah, that's a fail. Let's do that again with a proper amount of liquid latex, and there it sits. Good. Heading back to the spray there to fade that piece into the flames, making a nice transition between our lava pieces and the flames. We go over the rest of the face with our remaining pieces, and then we head for the eyes and mouth paint job. In the movie, Taka has these really bright yellow, almost white eyes, so go in with a yellow base like this, and then continue with white. Later, we will go back and add a little bit of a fade out there towards the orangey edges. But first we go back and add additional black there along that fiery line, making it look a lot better. And since we created so many flames from that thick paper, we thought why not add additional flames on the shoulders and neck. Same procedure, dipping the little tips in latex or skin adhesive and attach it. Just like this. Almost makes it look like the flames come up from behind the monster. Pretty nice, pretty nice. But there can't be fire without smoke. Or is it the other way around? No smoke without fire? Anyway, this is pillow stuffing, and we're gonna use that to create smoke in a nice little U shape from our arms down underneath our chest. And this will make it look as if the monster is coming up from a nice bed of smoke. All scary, just like in the movie. You can either stuff it down your top to make it stick there by itself, or you can use skin adhesive or liquid latex to get it in place. There we go. After that, yup, you guessed it, that black hairspray again to give it that awesome shade and darkness of fiery smoke. Yeah. And as I mentioned before, we go back and fade in that orange edge into the eyes there so that it's not so abrupt and sharp. Lava and fire in Swedish is lava och eld. With that paint job in place, you are ready. Light up that little LED light and you're good to go. Yeah, indeed. And of course, this makeup looks the best in dim light, so use it with favor at the Halloween party. We do hope you will like this creation from our Moana series, and there is more to come. And while you wait for our next post, why don't you check out the Te Fiti makeup, also from Moana. Be sure to nominate us for the Golden Tube Awards like I talked about in the beginning, and we will see you next time. Bye!